Welcome back, everyone, to Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is set in Bohemia, 1403, which is what is now modern day Czech Republic. So everybody in this game are Czech. They speak Czech. Well, not every single one of them, because there are some foreigners that speak German or Hungarian or whatever. And let's take a look at us. Last time we met Father Godwin, who is a pretty interesting character, and he also is going to show up in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And so we have become friends with him. We stayed up all night drinking with him, and it was a pretty fun quest, to be honest. And you just have to watch last episode to see what happened. It's a longer episode, but I think it's well worth it to find out what happened with Father Godwin and what happened when we stayed up drinking with him all night. And so, unfortunately, one of the things that we are suffering from because we stayed up all night drinking is we're suffering from a hangover. You have a splitting headache and a feeling of great regret. A hangover reduces your strength, agility, vitality, speech, and charisma, and makes you more conspicuous. The degree of these negative effects depends on how much you drank, and how long the hangover lasts is determined by your drinking skill. The more experienced you are, the shorter the hangover. It will dissipate eventually, or you can be cured with a marigold decoction, Lazarus potion, or hair of the dog potion. And it just so happens I have a marigold decoction. So let's drink that. And all of a sudden, all of my bad buffs are gone. So let's go back to buffs. I don't have the hangover anymore. Interesting. So one of the things that we learned is that we're looking for a Riki from Ledechko. We have not been to Ledechko yet. That's a Godwin's girlfriend. All right. So, Ledechko is way down here. It's just across the river from Rate, and so we should just go here and fast travel to Rate, the Rate Mill, to be specific. They take us a weird way every single time. All right, so it's almost dark. Not too bad. Let me go ahead and go.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a little shortcut. This is how I go to Ledechko. First I take a left here. As you can see, Ledechko's that way. We'll be heading that way pretty soon.
Yeah.
We'll probably sleep when we get there. There's a tavern there, or an inn there, whatever they call them. So right here we're going cross country.
Yeah.
And then we'll just cut down through here. And that's Ledechko in the distance. So we don't know who to talk to. There's a blacksmith. Archery range. Fast travel point. This is the bathhouse.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, good lady.
I'd like to make use of the bathhouse's services.
And what is it you'd like?
Get myself fixed up a bit. Have a bath and get my clothes washed.
That can be arranged, but you'll pay in advance.
And I'm just
Fine.
gonna pay.
Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. Goodbye.
Let's take a look at my armor. That needs to be repaired, and that needs to be repaired, that and that. It's not really in bad shape though. So, could I have talked to her about Leaky?
Looking for something around here?
It's not going to let her talk to me. Alright, well, we'll just go in here. Here's a villager. Let's talk to him.
My respects to you.
Thank you. Reiki.
I'm looking for a fellow called Riki. Do you know him?
You mean Hinek? He's the tanner's son, isn't he?
Any idea where I could find him?
I don't know. Try at his folks' house. But he doesn't spend much time there.
So you know this Hinek. Can you tell me something about him?
Well, not much, I confess. Most of the village folk avoid him like the plague.
You know, it's the only country that still has the plague. I mean, the plague, please.
Why is that?
Well, no one with a nose likes spending too much time around tanners. And that Riki keeps bad company. I've never heard a good word said about him.
Alright. What's his father
What can you
like?
tell me about the old courier?
He's as cantankerous as a hog in a thorn bush. He won't talk to anyone.
He'll talk to me.
Why do they call Hinek Riki anyway?
He's a tanner, isn't he? If you're ever downwind of him, you'll understand. Tanning isn't a trade for the weak of stomach.
True enough, but not every courier gets cursed with a name like that.
Well, Hinek's nature's no sweeter than his smell.
Why has he got such a bad name?
Well, like his old man, he doesn't talk much to anyone, and then he's always skulking off somewhere. I heard he got a taste of the pillory in Ratai for thieving, and in Neuhof he got boozed up in the alehouse with his cronies, and they beat up some merchants.
So a bit more than high spirits.
Just so. We're all honest folk here, and we've no use for the likes of him.
Alright.
Don't tell me there's not a single person who talks to him.
Well, he's been seen around with one of the bathhouse wenches, Adela, I believe she's called.
Alright.
Take care of him.
So, one of the bathhouse wenches.
Who is it?
It's me!
It's me.
Talk to me, Adela.
God be with you. Do you need anything?
I heard you've been seeing Hinek, the tanner's son.
So what? Come to preach at me, have you? That I'm a loose woman, a sinner, that I seduce decent men?
God, no, nothing like that. It's just that you're the only one in the village who sees Hinek, so I came to ask you about him.
Aye, I've seen him often enough. I don't know what I could tell you about him.
Where can I find Hinek?
I haven't seen him in the village for a few days. He must have run off to the woods again.
Does he do that often?
From time to time.
What the hell does he get up to there?
I don't know.
He goes to the woods from time to time. That smells fishy to me.
What do you mean? There's no law against it, is there?
With all the footpads, looters, cumans, and God knows what other vermin around, it's not the sort of thing an honest man would do.
But Hinnock doesn't have anything to do with those people.
Oh, really? Then what does he do there? I don't imagine he's gathering mushrooms.
I really don't know what you want from me. So Hinnock is a bit odd and sometimes he goes off into the woods. So what?
When did you last see him?
A few days ago. He came to me late in the evening, drunk.
And that was unusual?
I never saw him drink much. He always came to me sober.
So he was acting strangely that evening?
He was strange. I had the feeling he was afraid of something. He kept prattling on and didn't seem to care about you know what. So I threw him out and I haven't seen him since.
Can you remember anything he said that evening?
Oh, I'm not sure. He went on about some fellow called Lubosh who died. That he was regretting he ever got into it, but he never said what it was. And that it wasn't worth it for the money. Aye, and then he was talking about the money. That was very odd.
Okay.
What did he say about the money?
Just that he had a pile of it hidden behind his house.
I see. What did you say to that?
What could I say? He was drunk. He kept saying I was a fine girl and other harlots wouldn't go with him even for money. And if I wanted, I could even take half the money and leave. Or he'd go with me and we could get married and such. Oh, just poppycock.
Poppycock.
Did you go there for a look?
No, I've got better things to do. Obviously he made it up. Where would a layabout like him get so much coin?
Yes, I understand. Did he tell you exactly where he hid it?
He said he buried it at his father's small holding, in the western corner.
All right, thank you. Another thing about the money...
What is it? Goodbye.
I just want to ask about Hinnock.
What do you want to know?
Is it true?
Is any of this true?
What?
Other whores wouldn't go with him even for money.
The other bathhouse girls are honest, so I don't know. The truth is, I felt a bit sorry for him. Folk don't like him, but it's only 'cause his old man is a grouch and a tanner.
Well, he's kind of a grouch too.
So you only felt sorry for him?
Both of us are the black sheep of the village.
There's nothing more between you?
No, nothing. Maybe Hinnock thinks differently, but that's how it goes.
Is it true?
What?
Other whores...
The other bath...
I heard they don't like him because he keeps company with villains.
True enough. But they didn't like him before that either. Or me. They're close-minded yokels.
Yoko, feti romanskazy.
Both of us are the black sheep of the village.
There's nothing more between you?
No, nothing.
All right.
Goodbye.
She's given me everything I need to know. Miller Oliver. Well, there are two objectives over here. A, track down Riki. E, optional, talk to Riki's father. And C, find Riki's stash. So E and C are over here.
What was that?
Let's go get his stash first. Then we can show it to his dad and see what he has to say about it. Do I have... Yes. Alright, so now that we have his stash, we can go talk to his dad and show it to him and say, this was found on your property. What have you got to say about it?
Good day to you.
Good day to you, sir.
I'm looking for your son. Any idea where he might be?
I don't know nothing.
Don't you at least know where he usually goes? It's important.
Hynek shows up at home once in a blue moon, so I don't know nothing about where he gets to. Even if I did, why would I tell every Tom, Dick and Harry?
Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Well, let's see. I am an envoy of Sir Radzig.
Watch your tongue, peasant. I'm an envoy of Sir Radzig Kabila, and this is an official investigation. Stop trying to put me off, and tell me where your son is right now.
I apologize if I offended you, young man. But still, I don't know where Hynek is. He turned up at the house a while back, but then he vanished again in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went? What?
Look, it's been clear to me for a long time that my boy was headed for the gallows. But I'm still his father, right? And you can't expect me to rat on my own son.
Look at me. Never rat on your friends. And always keep your mouth shut.
If you value your son's life at all, you better pray I find him, because I'm not the only one looking for him.
That's no surprise. But what of it? If you're here on behalf of Sir Radzig, there's nothing waiting for Hynek but the gibbet.
Maybe there's a way out.
It doesn't have to be that way. If Hynek cooperates, he can save his neck.
I can't say you put my mind at ease. But to hell with it. I'll tell you what I know. All right. He was here a few days ago, but he left right away. He looked like he was in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went?
I've got an idea, but I don't know where it is exactly.
I don't follow.
Hynek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few times about what a great hideout he found in the woods, but he never told me where it is.
Well, it's not much to go on, but it's better than nothing. Thank you. Don't you have any clue at all where his hideout could be?
I really don't know nothing about that. I could tell when he'd come from there, is all.
How's that?
'Cause every time he brought some hides for tanning, and money.
He had money because he sold the stuff right away?
I suppose. He never kept any of his loot here.
Do you know who he sold it to?
No. But the innkeeper came here now and again and gave him coin. Of course, it could have been for me.
All right. I'll ask at the inn then. What more do you know?
Nothing! I swear to God Almighty, I've said all I know. Hynek never told me nothing.
Bloody hell. Start using your head or I'll never find Hynek. How much time did he spend away? What was he wearing? How did he look when he came back? Anything?
Well, he came and went at all sorts of hours. I really don't know. Except maybe one thing. He'd come home scratched with brambles and with leaves and muck on him.
So he probably went through thick woods to get to that place.
I reckon. What do I know?
I'd like to talk to you about your...
I'm very busy, so make it quick.
Do you at least know any friends he's with or someone he goes to see?
As far as I know, nobody here in the village talks to him.
I heard he's seeing some bathhouse wench.
Maybe. He can't get it for free, so I suppose he has to go to the baths.
What can you tell me about the coin I found hidden behind your house?
Coin? What coin? What on earth are you on about?
A pretty pile of groschen nicely stashed away for a rainy day. If I'd known tanning was so lucrative, I'd have switched trades.
I don't know nothing about it.
And I suppose you know nothing about the bloody gambeson your son hid there too. Of course it would be a shame to throw away such a valuable thing.
Behind my house, you say?
So you really don't know anything about it? Looks like you pulled the wool over your eyes. Still, I'm not surprised he never told you about it, considering how he came by that money.
How did he come by it?
He was paid to raid the Neuhof stud farm. He and his cronies slaughtered horses, stable boys, and even the owner, Smill.
Jesus Christ, I heard about that. You're saying Hynek was with them?
Almost certainly.
He could have at least told me about the money, the little shit.
Forget about that. Tell me where he is.
All right. He was here a few days ago, but he left right away. He looked like he was in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went?
I've got an idea, but I don't know where it is exactly.
I don't follow.
Hynek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few times about what a great hideout he found in the woods, but he never told me where it is.
Well, it's not much to go on, but it's better than nothing. Thank you.
All right, that's
Go.
enough.
And if he's really in as much shit as you say, please try and find him. What are you doing here?
All right, so we know that Riki hides out in the woods somewhere. He has a hideout. He talks to the innkeeper. Excuse me. He talks to the innkeeper. Oliver Miller again, or Miller Oliver. Alright. Old Thomas, he doesn't look that old. Alright, I'll talk to this guy.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I want to ask about the courier's son, Hynek.
Well, ask someone else. I have nothing to do with Riki. He'd only drive my customers away.
Really? I heard a different story. I heard the two of you do business together.
Who are you, anyway?
Who are you? A friend of Hynek's. He's gone missing and I need to find him.
I don't know where he is. But if you find the bastard, tell him he still owes me some goods.
So you do have business with him?
I don't give a damn what deals you've been doing together. I won't tell anyone. I just need to know where Riki is. It's urgent.
What have our deals got to do with where he disappeared to?
More than you think. It's likely Riki is hiding out at his poaching lair. And believe me, it wasn't hard to find out who was buying game from him. And it's even easier to go to the castle and tell them. Poaching's a crime, after all.
All right. But give me your word of honor you won't tell anyone about our deal.
You have my word.
Fine. So, what do you want to know?
I hear Hynek has a hideout in the woods he uses for hunting game. Do you know where it is?
Not exactly. That is... I don't know where it is at all.
But
I happen to know it's a dark place, a cave or an old mine shaft.
how do you know that?
Whenever Riki was going poaching, he always came to me first for candles and lamp oil. He brought the game skinned and gutted, so we had to have a light for that.
How much game did he bring you?
Not much, a few pieces. There's no great demand here. Sometimes the gentry has something, otherwise it ends up in sausages.
And do you know of any mine shafts nearby?
There's a few of them around. There's one on the opposite bank, a short way off the path leading from the forge to the west. Then there's a mine gallery to the east of the village, up in the woods above the cliffs. And I heard there's one shaft on the headland close to the water.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Watch you don't break your neck, though. It's rough ground, and you could easily fall down a shaft. Take care now.
Oh, I need a...
Is there somewhere I could sleep here?
I suppose I could find something. For how long?
Just the one night?
No problem. But you pay in advance.
Sure.
Here you go.
You'll like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud it is. I'll be with you.
So anyway, I'm going to sleep the night away. Oh, I had some skill ups. Main level. I am not reading all of those. Scout 2 is good. Increases the sight distance of fast travel so you notice events on the way sooner, and your chances of evading are also increased by 20%. Cloak and Dagger. I'm not a big fan of that. Scholar. Savage. In the wild, you have a +1 bonus on strength, agility, vitality, and speech. Can't be combined with burger. In towns and villages in the immediate vicinity, you have a plus bonus on strength, agility, vitality, and speech. I'm going to take Scout. And then skills. Drinking. Wine is trace. See, I want to have wine. The wine is 50% weak, so you can drink more. Because Savior schnapps and other things are considered wines, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. I'm going to sleep. And I probably need to find some food before I do anything. I'm not trespassing. There's food there. Just gonna slip in here, eat, slip out before anybody says anything. Wash up a little. Oh, I'm already washed. She can sell me some food.
Good morning. Goodbye.
She isn't going to send me any food. Alright. So I could go 3 different ways, but I'm going to this one first. Well, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna wait some time and see if I can't buy some food.
Good afternoon.
Alright, let's talk trade. Let's buy 5 pieces of bread.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, we can try it.
Agree?
Well, a little more, and we'll call it a deal. See now? I knew we'd come to an agreement.
There we go. Nourishment's at almost 100. Felix. Never mind. He doesn't have anything to tell me. Let's wait a few more hours.
That's more like it.
Okay. Well, I was kind of hoping something would happen. Oh, Taylor. Comes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I gotta go up this hill somewhere. This looks pretty steep. Here. Seems like every open world game I ever play, it has trouble with, you have trouble with the scenery. This looks like a cave. It's got a little tanning frame here, so there's another one.
Jesus Christ, what am I to do? Not that I can expect any useful advice from you.
Let me give you some advice, bastard.
At least, you've no more cares.
Need someone to talk to?
Fuck! Don't kill me. I can explain.
Riki, I presume?
I won't tell anyone. I swear, I've no one to tell anyway. Just please don't kill me.
I'm not planning to kill you.
You're not one of Runt's men?
No.
No, I don't like Runt.
Huh. Then who are you?
I come here in the name of Sir Radzig Kabila and Sir Hanish of Leipat. I'm investigating the raid on the Neuhof stud farm.
Got no idea what you're on about.
Save your breath. If you want any chance to escape the gallows, you'd better come clean, all right?
Jesus Christ. This will never be over.
So?
Fine then.
That Neuhof raid of yours didn't turn out quite as planned, did it?
Depends on whose plan you're talking about. We were up to it to grab some loot and bugger off. Only Runt's cutthroats was there to shed blood.
What do you mean, Runt's cutthroats?
There were two gangs there, mine and Runt's. We was only there to steal, but they wanted to slaughter everyone.
But when you realised what they had in mind, you didn't have to go along with it, did you?
But we didn't know nothing, even though we were going to Neuhof. They told us to keep watch on the courtyard while they were cutting the horses' throats. Jesus, that fucking vexed me. Their horses was the most valuable thing there. When I spoke up, though, Runt gave me such a bollocking I knew I'd better keep my mouth shut. And when they said we was going to kill anything that moved, then we knew there was no going back.
All right. Tell me
that
something.
gang of yours, what can you tell me about them?
Don't know what you want to know. There was 4 of us. Me, Timmy, Limpy Lubosh, and Pius Pava. Sometimes we'd rob a place or hold up pilgrims. Never nothing fancy.
I'm sure you did mischief enough. Who led you?
Pius. He was the oldest, and he'd mostly find the jobs for us, plan them and the like. He got us into that fucking mess in Neuhof, too.
What about the others?
Timmy's strong as an ox, with a brain to match. You got more sense out of a fence post. And Limpy, I've been with him the longest. He's my one and only friend, I suppose.
Well, you don't have him as a friend anymore.
Who got your 2 gangs together? You must have made contact somehow, right?
Pius. He comes to us and says he's got this prime job. We're going to rob a farm, he says. That was a big deal, because mostly we just did small stuff. Hold up on the road now and then, nothing fancy. When they told us how much we could make on it, well, we just couldn't refuse.
So Pius knew them?
I suppose, but I don't know where from. We even got paid up front. I should have known from the start it was too good to be true.
Yes, you should have.
Where did the rest of your gang end up?
You saw Limpy, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but he's no use to me now. Tell me where I can find Pius or Timmy.
I don't know nothing about Pius. He vanished in the woods, and I haven't seen him since. Timmy, I reckon, went back to the mill where he works.
Which mill?
The windmill a bit north of Neuhof.
All right. Runt's gang.
Did you know any of Runt's people?
Not a one. They didn't talk to us at all. None of their faces was familiar either. The only thing I know is they called that huge chief of theirs Runt, and Pius warned us to watch out for him.
All right.
I don't suppose you know where they got to after the raid?
On the way to Neuhof, Timmy told me he was at their camp with Pius. I reckon that's where they've gone now.
Did Timmy tell you where the camp is?
Somewhere in the woods. He didn't say nothing more. Thing is, Timmy's got quite an imagination. But Pius roared at him to shut it, so I reckon there must be something in it.
Tell me exactly how the raid went down.
Well, we stormed in from the rear. Runt's people started slaughtering the horses. Jesus, that was bleeding horrible. Meanwhile, me and Limpy had a sniff round the stables to see if we could find anything worth pilfering. And in the end, we got lucky.
What did you find?
Smill, Sir Hanish's groom. I don't know why he was up and what he was doing in the stables, but we took advantage of the situation. Limpy grabs him by the throat and I slapped him round to encourage him to tell us where the money was. Then it all fell apart at the seams. Quicker than you'd believe. Runt comes running up and skewers the groom like a pig for roasting. My jaw dropped. I thought the stuff about killing was just tough talk.
And it wasn't?
No, not in the least.
What happened then?
I'm gaping at Smill, stuck through and through, and I noticed this boy standing at the other end of the stables. The stupid sods pointing at us, jaw hanging down to his knees, saying, "I know you." Runt turns to us and hisses, "Take him down." So me and Lubosh start running, because the lad took to his heels. At the same time, we could hear the noise of the skirmish in the courtyard. We caught up with the boy at the next farmhouse. I knock him to the ground, but he bashes me with some piece of iron so hard my head's ringing like a fucking church bell. Limpy grabs it off him and stands over him with his bodkin in his hand, and I start praying. In the end, Limpy just gives him a kick and says, "Beat it, Ginger." And then Runt shows up at the gate and hollers that we gotta go, so we scarp it.
What happened after the
What
raid?
happened after the raid?
We were waiting for that fool, Timmy. Same place as we met them before, so he'd know where we were, right? Stupid fucking idea. But Pius didn't want to leave him behind. Only when Timmy finally turned up, 2 of Runt's men were dragging him.
There was some difference of opinion.
You could say that, yeah. They started on us right away that we were traitors. They knew we'd let somebody get away, and now we were going to pay for it. They started trying to surround us, and we knew what was coming. But Limpy took his bodkin and let that fucker have it in the belly.
Runt?
One of the others. Timmy broke free from them, and we all took to our heels. Luckily, they were so buggered from the raid, they didn't follow us for long. They just shouted that they'd find us.
That's all I need to know. So now what do I do with you?
Well?
Uh-oh.
Hey, over here! It's up here. Shh. Jay, found the cave. Shut up, Billy.
Oh, shit. Runt's people. We've got to get out of here.
They're too close. We'll never outrun them.
Fuck!
At least they don't know I'm here. The 2 of us can take them by surprise.
No fucking way. I'm gone.
Look here. If you run, they'll catch up with you and kill you. And me too. Together, we stand a better chance.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Stop crying.
Will you stop crying? I haven't even asked you yet. The hell's the matter with you?
I suppose you're right.
They don't look all that tough.
What's that? Hey, who's there?
The answer to my prayers. Just when I wanted to vent my... Is that the best you can do?
Let's do it!
Yeah, but...
Here!
I'll get you, swine! Kurva! Enough! You've got... Right!
I've got some more questions.
What?
Who is this Runt? What does he look like? Do you know anything about him?
I never saw him before, but he's massive and scary as hell. Even his own men are afraid of him.
Did you notice what his sword looked like?
No, it was just a regular sword, I think. Why do you ask?
I think I once had the doubtful honour of meeting that bastard, and he has something that doesn't belong to him.
Alright. What
You're
now?
coming with me. Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush will want to hear what you've got to say.
Don't suppose there's any chance you might turn a blind eye.
Why should I?
I didn't do nothing all that bad, and I told you everything I know. You can tell them yourself, and leave me here. And in a few weeks, I'll pack up and clear off.
Yeah.
It might be best if you disappeared. You're no use to me anymore anyway.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll remember this till the day I die.
Best just try living honestly.
Let's get the hell out of here!
I'll do my best. I promise.
Alright. Where's his sword? I hate trying to find stuff after battles. This guy had an axe. And the last guy was up here. He had a shield. And a trusty companion. Alright. Let's see. Well... That's a 9. And that's an 8. But its condition is 0. So we don't want... We'll put it on the horse and maybe get it later. A leather jerkin. I don't have a leather jerkin. So I need that as well. But they're both in bad shape. A light tarred jacket. A male coif. I have a better coif. Boots. Jackets. My padded coif is better than this one. Patched hose. I have better there. This says it's stolen. And then a black Waffenrock. Black Waffenrock. It's actually I like black better than what I'm wearing, but it's all damaged. And then we got an axe. Heavy shield. 3 torches. Trusty companion. And a villager's bow, which is better than ours. When we can... Yeah. We can equip it. What else did we get? Bandages. Prepare a few things. Alright. Put that spade on him. Alright. He had a decent looking little sword. I don't see it. I don't think we're going to find it. Alright. Well, that's going to be the end of this video. I thank you very much for watching, and please like and subscribe because that helps us with the YouTube algorithms. And I will see you next time. Thank you very much.